Uh,
So, Angel, please tell us all the people who are standing there in terms of your whole background. As you know, we are going to have a normal discussion with you regarding your four interview, right? So, the people who are watching us, can you tell us about your background?
so I had completed my graduation in 2022 in BSc in Life Sciences from Hansraj College, Delhi University. My CADs were 989, and I was also the gold medalist of my college for my course. After that, I did 1 year course in data science from IIT Madras, and after that, my brother and I did a startup which was focused on which was an e-commerce startup focused on being the one-stop solution for all the hostel room decor needs for a college student. So I didn't have any formal work experience. So yeah, and yeah, that is about it. And I had applied for BDA course at for School of Management as well as PGDM course.
Okay. So, Angel, I wanted to understand the whole journey of your MBA, right? How do you got to know about MBA? How you thought of doing and giving all this examination?
So it was one of the reasons mainly was during our startup, it had gotten stagnated at a point, and we realized that there were some business fundamentals that were really missing for us to scale it to a big level and actually create an impact. So, and then that carried on for 5 6 months. We realized that like one thing that I first need to do is broaden my horizons and improve my knowledge. So that was the first starting point. But it I took the decision. I'm sorry, I'm at the metro station. So is the audio fine?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it was during the month of November when I thought of giving XAT since CAT and NMAT deadlines were done. But it was still like 2 months were there, but I focused on getting my overall percentile high. So I focused on getting good marks in decision making since I come from a non-math background, and that was a little unpredictable and tough for points. So since I wanted my overall percentile to be high, I focused mainly on decision making and VARC, and that is what my preparation was like. And I gave that, and my overall percentile came out to be 96.5 percentile. While I was not able to clear the sectional for points for XLRI and XIMB, but still I was able to clear a couple of schools like for Goa Institute of Management, TAPME, and the cutoff of these schools.
Okay. Can you tell me once you got to know about this examination, right? What kind of coaching have you taken for this all examinations?
So, the time I decided all the no coaching institute like offline coaching institute, no new batches were starting. So I mostly followed some specific YouTube channels and focused on like I just find the channel I like for decision making. I found Priyasha Das cracks that channel, and I found it really helpful for decision making questions. And her advice was what I followed through. And yes, and for VARC, I followed like no specific channel, but I would follow Krakow or some channels like that.
Okay. So, Anjan, now the examinations are done, right? I wanted to understand what's your opinion regarding the interview part, right? What you thought about it? How do you got to know about our channel? How you connected to us?
Sure, sir. So, like once the examination got done, I felt like once the scorecard was out, I was very happy that okay now I will get good colleges. But once I started preparing for interviews, I realized that it is just as hard as that part was because thousands of students will apply for the same colleges and only a few hundreds will get selected. and they all are at the same like platform, like level field. So and it was I think one or two few weeks back when I came across a video of yours about all about Welingkar. So mostly what other all over YouTube, the channels are focused on IIMs and top tier business schools. So so I really found your video to be very informative. And then I scrolling through that and went to your one of the group discussions that you did for a symbiosis college, and I really like the exercise that the students were doing, the feedback that the mentor was providing, and that is when I came across that you have provided a WhatsApp community for a list of colleges for different students, and that is something that I felt that I was lacking. And since I joined those your communities, I think my MBA preparation completely changed because I was connected to peers where I could read their experiences, where I could understand what is going on. For example, for School of Management, well, like a lot of transcripts were provided, a lot of extempore topics were provided. So for my interview yesterday, I was pretty much confident. Okay, for this college, these are the things that they are asking.
Right.
I had interview at Welingkar. I knew that they were not asking current affairs. They were mostly asking what was written in my form. So I knew how to approach different interviews for different colleges.
Yeah. So I wanted to understand your interview experience at Welingkar, right? Can you tell me what was the duration of the interview? How many panelists were there? What kind of question that were asked, and how you responded to it?
No, sir. So today two panelists were there. One of the panelists, there was some issue with the um, in them assessing the online form. So one of the panelists was actually very much fixated in that, and he was writing something on the laptop. There was another panelist who mostly interacted with me. So the first question was, tell me about yourself, and then uh, my background, academic achievement, why Welingkar. And then he asked me, what did he ask? Yeah, I think it was what um, yeah. Then in my tell me about yourself, I had mentioned that I did 1 year course on data science. So they asked me about it. What kind of course was it? Was it online? Was it offline? What did you do after the course? So I told them that I did a couple of projects, and I think the next 2 3 minutes they only talked about my machine learning project that I did. What kind of data was it? How much was I involved in that? Like what they were very focused on what work I did, and just but they didn't ask me any technical questions, only experiential questions. Then they asked me what were my strengths, and I answered two strengths of mine with examples.
Mm-hmm.
Then they asked me, um, yeah, something related to leadership, like any time that I have had any leadership experience. So I have been a part of Toastmasters Club. So I told them some events I hosted, some initiatives I took there. Then they asked me what Toastmasters was, so I explained that. Then they asked me actually for Welingkar form. One thing happened was I had filled like 8 9 options they give, and I at the time of filling the form I felt that they were asking the priority order, um, but that was not the case. They were actually asking what programs you are interested in. So he asked me that why have you applied like for so many programs. So I told them that I'm only interested in research and business analytics, and I think I got a little confused. So a lot of students were having this problem, so they were not um, buzzed by that. But they did ask me that why did you put PCT as your priority and not research and business analytics. So I said sir, at that time I felt that I would have a wider perspective. But after that, I felt that I should have put business analytics as my first preference. And apart from I think yes, sir, that was all. Like that is my. I think it was I have 10
Since
minutes around.
since you applied for the role, that was kind of a technical plus managerial. That's why they were asking you too many questions regarding machine learning data, and you are from that background, right?
Yes,
Can
sir.
you tell us like some hygiene question which you asked to the students so that they can prepare for the interview?
So it starts with tell me about yourself and why Welingkar. So that is, I think, that is very for Wellinger specifically, like I felt that they were much more focused on experience. So I think any leadership experience that they have, any projects that they have worked on. So instead of the other institutes that like at four, they asked me a lot of technical questions like in statistics and everything. But at Wellinger, I felt that it was mostly they were you know in my journey. So I think that is what that my form was very much of more importance at Wellinger than any other college that I have given. So it the hygiene questions are revolved also around in my like the things that I had put in my form. So
Okay.
yeah.
And what's your opinion regarding the CSP test? This year they started with the CSP test, and most of the students are still in a dilemma that whether how they'll perform during this test. Most of them don't have awareness regarding this test. So, what's your take on it?
Uh, Sir, to be honest, I found it to be okay. Like I didn't face any technical issues as such, and it was a listening skill and speaking skill test. So I found it to be okay. Um, realize that where they are coming from to mm, analyze the speaking skill and everything. But I think that they can also do in the personal interview. So I'm not really sure. And even in like our the competitive exams we give. So I'm not very sure of what exactly they are trying to do. But it also included the VAT. So I think that is something that is that was essential. So honestly, like I feel I understand where they're coming from, but given like the amount of technical problems that the students have had, I feel that the listening and you know audio thing, so I felt that they could have made it more written based just for that or might have had a human involved. So maybe it
Okay.
will get over, like the technology will improve and they will learn from this year.
Okay. I wanted to understand uh, since the
Just a moment, sir. I think
yeah.
just a moment. Yeah, sir. Could you please repeat what
Yeah.
you said?
So a lot of aspirants, are preparing for Wellinker, right? So what's your advice to these people? What can they should prepare when it comes to live project, when it comes to academic or situational question, behavior questions, or technology questions? Because people from diverse background are coming there. I'm getting a lot of queries from the students. Yesterday, I posted one poll, and 60 plus queries come to me in terms of the people from BSc, BCom background. They don't know about research and business analytic program, e-business. So what's your final words of wisdom to these people?
So, sir, I think like for me, my project was took up a lot of piqued their interest. So definitely, if a student like in their college or after college, if especially if they don't have any work experience, so they should definitely, or if they're fresher, they should focus on the projects if they can build any, because my half of the interview revolved around that.
Okay.
Second thing, sir, whatever the course, if there is a particular specialization they are interested in, so if they could align their projects and their profile in um, with respect to that. Third thing, sir, something that has really helped me has been my involvement at Toastmasters. It is a public speaking club,
Yeah.
and
I'm also a member of
it does
Toastmasters
not
Club
require.
today.
Oh, so he must. So, sir, a lot of things that I learned in impromptu speaking, how to insert examples and how to be comfortable with the audience and your command on the language. So I think, sir, a lot of things I learned there subconsciously, and that helped me a lot in my interview preparation. So I think that it is something that, um, first of all, doing projects relevant to the specialization they can join Toastmasters Club. And third, something leadership, like whether it's a college, if they are part of college society and leadership roles, they can take, because I felt that to a lot of aspirants, they ask, the panelists ask if they had any particular leadership experience. So I think these three things um, can help elevate their profile.
Okay. The people who are watching us, guys, they are focusing on the leadership quality, where you lead a team, where you lead a team from front, what kind of aspects are coming to the picture, maybe teamwork, team person attitude. So all these things are coming into the picture whenever you are going for Welingkar interview. So before wrapping up this session, what's your last advice to the people who are gonna have interview within upcoming 3 to 4 days?
Um, well, honestly, like it was a pretty chill interview. Just to be yourself, have it like a normal conversation. If they can go through a few mock PIs, because I felt like it could be helpful, because I felt like I was having a normal conversation, but there were at times like if one gets an intuition of how to judge that, because we feel that we are having a normal conversation, but the panelist is trying to judge something on with that question. So I think that a mock PI with feedback can be helpful. Second of all, just be yourself and focus on your the form that you have submitted, what you have written there, and articulating your experiences and what you learned from it. That's all.
Right. So, guys who are watching us, just follow the things which are told by Angel, and you're gonna be cracking the interview soon. Just follow the principle, and you are one step away from getting your dream college. Thank you, Angel, for connecting with us and sharing your experiences.
Thank you
I
so
think this will definitely help all the candidates who are waiting for Wellinger.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, we are wishing we all the best from the team of MBA Unfiltered, and we are hoping that you will get a convert from Wellinger soon.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.